Buongiorno classe! Come state? Sto molto bene, grazie. Oggi parliamo. Today we're going to talk about grammatica, specifically pronoun switching. Dun, dun, dun. In our last class, we talked about our pronouns, personal or subject pronouns. So in English, I, you, he, she, you formal. We, y'all, they, and you all formal. In Italian, our pronouns are io, tu, lui, lei, you formal, lei formale, noi, voi, loro, and loro formale. So switching nouns to pronouns, sometimes in English, we use pronouns to replace nouns. Now, this is also true in Italiano. However, of course, the language is different. So for example, in English, if I kept saying Tom Brady and I are smart, Tom Brady and I are friends, Tom Brady and I are so cool, I would say we. Olivia Rodrigo sings songs. Olivia Rodrigo is an artist. Olivia Rodrigo is a mouthful to say. I would say she. You and Tom Brady are friends. You and Tom Brady are cool. You and Tom Brady are athletes. You and Tom Brady are Buccaneers. Y'all, Gronk is nuts. Gronk is missed. Okay, I miss him. He. You know what I mean? Language gets really repetitive when we keep saying the same names over and over again. So, when you see a boy's name in Italiano, in Italian, you are going to replace it with lui. So instead of saying Giuseppe è bravo, Giuseppe è alto, Giuseppe è intelligente, he is. Same with the girl's name. Francesca è brava, Francesca è americana, Francesca è paziente, she is. Now here, we do the same thing in English, but it's backwards. In English, I would say Mr. Stefano and I. In Italian, they say I and Mr. Stefano. Mr. Stefano and I are friends. Mr. Stefano and I are smart. We, but in Italiano, we say noi. Same thing with tu è a nome. This is used when you're talking to multiple people. Look at my hand. The gesture is voi. And last but not least, if you're talking about multiple people, Michelangelo e Leonardo sono amici. Michelangelo e Leonardo sono intelligenti. They, loro. There are some exceptions to this rule. So when you see something like il gruppo, la squadra, la famiglia, it's always going to be in the lui or lei form. Now, this can be confusing and capisco perché. I understand why. Il gruppo, a group or a team or a family are made up of multiple people. But you're not talking about the individual people. You're talking about the group, one group. The team, one team. The family, one family. We'll do some pratica. So let's replace these with the pronoun. If you see tu e Teresa, che pronomo è? It is voi. If you see io e Stella, che pronomo è? It is noi. If you see I ragazzi, this is tricky. It's one word, but there are multiple ragazzi. It is loro. If you see Domenico, Domenico is lui. Sonia, che pronomo è? Lei. If you are talking about Elena, Franca, Lisa, Elena, Franca, Lisa, Elena, Franca, Lisa, multiple names, che pronomo è? Loro. Elisa e Tania, Elisa e Tania, Elisa e Tania, che pronomo è? Loro. It's hiding there. If you're talking about yourself, che pronomo è? It is io. Tu è franco. Tu è franco. Tu è franco. Che pronoun è? What pronoun is it? Voi. This is the exception one. Il gruppo. There's only un gruppo, one group. Che pronoun è? What pronoun would you use? It is lui or lei. For this next section, let's just choose and decide between lui or lei. Lui, he, lei, she. So fill in the blank with the correct pronoun. Who's female and who's male. Blank è Gianna. Lui or lei? Lei è Gianna. Blank è Marisa. Lui or lei? Lei è Marisa. Blank è una ragazza. Ragazza. Lui or lei? Lei. Blank è americano. Americano. Lui or lei? Lui. Blank è italiana. Adjective agreement. Italiana. Lui or lei? Lei. Last one. Blank è un ragazzo. Lui or lei? It is lui.